Hello everybody. It's the day before the next Mary's Mini challenge in my smaller group for 10 days. And this time I think I'm going to do something that I said I wasn't going to do. I think I'm going to do the rice mini. And the reason that I'm going to do the rice mini this time is that the last time I did the rice mini, I couldn't cook because that was at the beginning of my broken toe situation. So I couldn't do a lot of cooking. I ate a lot of fast rice dishes. And I want to experiment with some of my recipes and film some of my rice recipes. You all have a whole lot of my potato recipes, but you don't have a whole lot of my rice recipes. And I've got some pretty good ones. And now that I can cook, I think that that's going to be a motivating factor for me to stay with and get excited about this next mini, which will be a rice mini for me. I've got a fried rice recipe that is just outstanding. Fix my okra with my okra and mushroom stew. This one's without the potatoes, obviously. It'll be eaten over rice. I've just got some really neat recipes. One of these days, I'm going to start experimenting with other spices. Most of the spices I use are my Creole spices. One of these days, I'll try to start experimenting. I'm not real good at following recipes. Not that I'm not good at it. I just have not taken the time to do it. Because I just cook. You know, the way I saw Mama cook and the way I grew up understanding how, Creole food goes together. But, within the next, I don't know, few months, I may start looking at a recipe here and there and try some different things. But for right now, I want to share some rice dishes with you all. So that's going to be kind of exciting for me. And, So I'm kind of looking forward to this next 10 days. The last mini that I did was not as successful as I wanted it to be. Kind of found myself in a little piece of that other phase in the pleasure trap, trying to get out of between 3 and 4. Once you start snacking, chips and stuff like that, it gets in your system. The addicting properties start doing what they need to do. It's that oil, salt, sugar that we crave so much. And somebody asked one time, do the cravings ever go away? No. But I'm really good at fighting those cravings during something as restrictive as Mary's Mini. And I'm beginning to realize I'm able to fight those cravings pretty well with the maximum weight loss program. And so, I've been sort of mulling over what am I going to do after I finish with this particular mini. I will do future minis. But it won't be back to back anymore. I want to incorporate more of those things that my body tells me I need, such as beans, and my berries and my nuts and my seeds, that sort of thing. And so I may go on back to that variation of Dr. McDougall's program for maximum weight loss that we use in my weight loss group. And just get my mindset straight as far as those parameters, which they are narrow as well, just not as narrow as the mini. And so I'll get my mindset there and try to tell myself, okay, it's not as simple as, is it your starch? Are they non-starchy vegetables? If they're not, then you can't have it. This one's, the mindset's going to be a little bit different. It'll be more like, does it fit in this plan? And it's a very strict plan, the program for maximum weight loss, with a couple of variations that we do in the private weight loss group. And it does work. And so what I need to do is to get my mind straight. and get back to, I've got to take care of this. I've got to take care of this. I've said this before. Obesity in and of itself, no matter how wonderful your diet, your normal eating way of eating is, obesity itself can cause problems. And I'm going to be 60 years old in 2 months. And I don't want those problems associated with obesity. And I have been obese for a very long time. Very, very, very long time. And it's time to get myself back into a healthy weight. So what I'm gonna do during this particular mini, how am I gonna pull myself out of these weird stages of the pleasure trap? How am I gonna make myself move into that stage 5 where the things that are good for me feel right for me, all over again. I did really well these 4 days off, by the way. Really, really well so far. I didn't, no snacks, no snacks, and that helps. That helps. No, I think Friday I had a couple snacks, but Saturday was awesome, and I'm claiming today to be awesome as well. And so what I did over the course, like Saturday evening, reflecting on what I'm going to do to ensure success this next mini. And it came back to this one concept is, why did I do this in the first place? Why am I, number one, whole food plant-based as a rule? Why did I decide to do this? And then secondly, why am I engaging in things like the Mary's Mini and the program for maximum weight loss? Why am I doing this? And so when you think about your why, sometimes it grounds you a little bit. Sometimes it grounds you. This is my why in a nutshell. Yes, I want to lose weight. Yes, I want to get healthy. Yes, I've gotten healthy. I take no medicine. None. Vitamin D and B12. That's it. I take no medicines. And I've gotten healthy. I used to be so sick. Many of you've heard my story, bits and pieces of my story. I used to be sick. And so this particular program has helped me in many, many ways. But my biggest why, this is my biggest why. I don't want to be a burden to my children. I don't want to grow old and sick. I want to grow older and enjoy the rest of my life. I want to feel good. And I want my life to last as long as it can. But it's not just the years, it's the quality of the years that I'm concerned about. Would this have been my why 30 years ago? Probably not, but I am almost 60 years old. Things tend to turn when you're 40 and definitely when you're 50, but oh my goodness, that 60 number is an awakening. It makes you aware that, you've lived longer than you're going to live. And so, I want those years that I have left to be healthy years. I don't want my children worrying about my health. I don't want my children having to, take care of me and take off work and go to hospitals and watch me deteriorate. I don't want that to happen. I want to enjoy my life as long as I have my life. And eating a plant-based diet will do that for me. It will do that for me. You never know what will come, accidents, these weird diseases that may come about. Does a whole food plant-based diet, is it make you immune to everything? No. But does it give you a fighting chance with whatever comes your way? Oh yeah, big time. most definitely. You know, and the fact that I was able to, you know, kind of put off that heart disease that is in my family. You know, we are born, we have the predisposition to have certain diseases, but we don't have to allow those things in our lives. You know, just because I have this predisposition doesn't mean that that is going to happen. T. Colin Campbell says it so beautifully. He said you're born with, those predispositions of disease that you're born with, such as heart disease and diabetes and such, all that does is loads the gun. It's what you do with your body that pulls the trigger. And that's such a profound statement. So, you know, I don't have heart disease. I don't have heart disease. My cholesterol is awesome. My triglycerides are under 70. And my blood pressure is really good. I'm doing well. And I'm trying my best to take care of my endothelial cells so that those arteries can move the way they need to move whenever the blood needs to do what it needs to do. And I'm trying so hard to keep my gut biome clean and, you know, and have it a wonderful little environment down there. Because, you know, a lot of the disease starts there. That got to keep that gut nice and, you know, have it and definitely try to, you know, avoid from it's producing through the liver the IGF-1, because that in itself has problems, you know, creates problems for people's bodies, you know, such as cancers and stuff like that. So that's it in a nutshell, really. Remember your why. If you're having a hard time, remember why you're doing this. And yes, I'm doing well with health, but my why is spilling over into my weight. I've got to get this weight off, because being overweight and being obese creates problems in and of itself. I've got to get this weight off, because there again, you know, I don't want to be a burden to my children. I don't want to be a burden to my children. So, tomorrow I'm going to wake up, I'm going to weigh myself, and get my starting weight. I won't weigh again until at the end, which will be not this Thursday, but next. So doing this for 10 days. I'm going to do a rice mini. A lot of people are starting a mini tomorrow in the Mary's Mini group on Facebook. A lot of you are starting it tomorrow. Many of you are in the middle of minis. And then if you're watching this video and you're following me on YouTube, make a comment below and let me know if you are starting a mini right now, and we can encourage each other, and good luck to everybody. And so I have, at the end of this video, I'm going to post some pictures of some food that I've cooked this weekend and over the past 4 days. All right, guys, y'all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll probably get on, I'm thinking maybe on Wednesday. I may check in on Wednesday. Okay, but I will put videos out on cooking demonstrations between now and then. Okay, guys, y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.